Well, I don't know what you do with your Friday nights, but I paint gnomes, apparently.
So, I don't think I've told anyone about this because I wanted to keep it for a sort of video reveal. I had a fantastic message from a lovely lady called Jane back in maybe January, I'm not sure. But she had seen this post where I posted a sort of sorry for himself little gnome holding a fish. I joked that he belonged on Tinder because he's holding a fish. And she basically was like, I know this is weird, but can I do up your gnome? She wanted to refinish him. And I jumped at the opportunity because I love this sort of stuff. But Jane went away and I said to her, if you can just film a few little clips of what you're up to, that would be brilliant. But I actually got a day-by-day update of her and her lovely little dog Bella. I'll put in those clips now so that you can see her updates because they are absolutely fantastic and so funny. And then I'll do the reveal afterwards of little John the gnome.
Right, I'm Jane. I feel like I'm on Would I Lie to You, but this is actually true. So I was scrolling through Facebook on a Sunday evening, wasn't even drinking, and saw a roundup of Croft page. They're renovating their property and there was a gnome in the garden when they moved in, and I have a little hobby of renovating gnomes. Can't afford a house, so I just repair gnomes. So this is my gnome hospital. I've repaired a couple of my own gnomes. I in no way am any expert and I certainly don't want commissions, so don't ask. So yeah, I reached out to Croft owners and asked if they still had the gnome, and they didn't block me and actually have sent me the gnome, which arrived this morning. So I'm about to open it. So I'm halfway through this and I've just found the card. Yeah, strangely enough, that's what my friends call me. I'm quite short. Always a good quality gnome. Mine are rubbish. Sorry, I'll have to introduce you to this person because, yeah, that's my dog Bella. She always likes to be involved. So this is the gnome in question. I'm allowed to name him. What I've done in the past is I give them a bath, and then once they're dry, he's missing a nose, I will use putty to fix all the bits. Now with stone it's a bit different, so I just need to double check I can use milliput. I think I have to use a different colour one. I've got the white one at the minute, and he is missing a nose, bless him. He might be missing a bit of his hand as well. And then prime them, and then you can start repainting. So yeah, that's him. I think, you know what, my dad was an angler. He wasn't a gnome. He was quite short, which is why I'm short. So I think we're going to call him John, because that was my dad's name. He never wore pink though, but he did catch big fish. So yeah. Right, John, let's get on with it. Right, he's had a bath. The clippy cloppy is Bella. He's in good nick actually. You can really see his colours as well. I do think he's been repainted before. His hand needs repair, so does his nose, but otherwise he's in very good nick. So I have washed him thoroughly. He's discoloured just because he's been in the garden forever, but I can't do any more with him now until he's properly dry. So you need about 24 hours, which is really frustrating for someone like me who likes to get a job done in one. Which is why I started doing this, because I can't leave tasks, and this has taught me that you have to do it in stages, and actually it's taught me some patience. And I'm going to blame you, Megan Miles, because you've made me start on the garden ornaments I acquired off Facebook, and I've now got another one in the sink, which is bigger. It's made out of the same stuff, so my idea is that I can try techniques out on him at the same time as doing John up, because my previous gnomes have not been made of stone. Sorry, I will just show you how dramatic my dog is. She would like me to move that so that she can sit on there. Go on then, go on. Jesus, don't work with gnomes or animals. So I've had a look online to see if there's any sort of reference pictures, because I'm not really sure. This is his hand, but I don't know how I'm going to fix it. and there isn't any, but I did find some similar grey-faced gnomes that seem to be from the 70s. I thought that the grey face had probably been painted at a later date, but it's original, I think. Milliput's sticking okay. This is Big John, who I'm also working on. So I've had a little go on him and it's stuck okay. So I've moved on to Little John. His nose isn't finished because it needs to be wider and flatter. So, because I was able to see, not this one online, but similar ones, I was able to get the shape of the nose. The hand, I'm going to have to see how I do it. I can't work out, I don't know if I can, how he's holding the fish. I think there's a hook in the fish's mouth and he's holding it with that, but I'm going to have to work it out. So yeah, so he is originally grey. As you can see, he has a ginger beard, which weirdly, my dad used to grow a ginger beard, even though he was dark haired. So very odd, but he never had a pink fishing rod though. Yeah, I think the face is grey originally. I do think that the fishing rod is added after. I think the ginger beard is original, looking at pictures online, and I think he's from the 70s. So he's an old boy, bless him. Right, I'll get on with it. So this is Little John this morning. This is what I've done with his hand. Best I could do, really. I did send pictures to a few friends who are more crafty than I am, in a good way. And one of them, she's about, I'm 46, she's probably 52. And she said that in the 70s, when her and her siblings were kids, they made these gnomes. So they were done in moulds or casts. Certainly Big John is a cast because you can see his join. And because she said to me, he's made out of like a type of concrete material, like a stone. And I said, yeah, he is. I think it's called polyconcrete. It's like a, if you could look at that, it's a grit and concrete mix. It's not actual concrete. That's why he's so heavy. But it does degrade over time, which is why his hand had gone all smooth. So she pointed out that the paint is probably original. He's not factory made. They they do the mould, set it, and then they paint with whatever paints they had lying about, whether it be an Airfix model paint or paint that they've used around the house. Hence why the colours are a bit random, and grey faces may well have been a thing. And I will try and match to his original grey face. So I've taken lots of pictures because I'm now going to prime him so he'll be completely white and I'll forget what colours he is because my memory's not that good. So I've sanded him down, just a few bobbly bits that, you know, sharp edges, but I haven't done too much to him. He's actually in good nick, really. I've wiped off all the dust and then I'll prime him. John has now had 2 coats of primer. You can still see the colours through him, but you can't put continual covers of layers of primer on because you'll lose like the details in brickwork and things. Big John's had some as well. He's decidedly more attractive than he was. So yeah, Little John is now ready for painting, but I do need to leave him for at least 24 hours before I paint him. This is the bit that annoys me the most because I quite like to just get on and paint, but I have to be patient. And I'm not known for my patience. So, till tomorrow, Little John. Well, I don't know what you do with your Friday nights, but I paint gnomes, apparently. So this is Little John. As you can hear, I'm losing my voice, which is why I'm doing this now, because I might not have a voice tomorrow. I have a 3-year-old granddaughter who has shared her germs with me, which is delightful. So yeah, I've started painting Little John. I hate this stage because it's all a bit patchy, and obviously as you fill it in you touch up the next areas, and I'm like, there's a little white bit above his eye, but actually when you look at it not on the camera, it's just it is painted. We went with gnome skin colour, which is the colour of my own making, because funnily enough that doesn't come ready-made, rather than grey, just because it looked better. To be fair, Big John's been started. I don't think the buckles will stay because that was just me trying it out. He looks better as well. And we've got a new lad on the block because I had a friend pop round today and she reminded me it's my birthday tomorrow,
she did remind me the other day actually. And this is Harold, and the duck is Horace. Now, he's in pretty good nick. He's not going to need any repairs. He's been pecked in the nether regions, but he does need repainting because he's not great. So he's the new addition to the family. Discovered today that a group or a family of gnomes is a donzy. There you go. I definitely have a donzy. I never set out to have a donzy, but I do. So I'm going back to my Friday night painting of gnomes. It's completely normal. Please don't worry about me. I did go out last night while I was waiting for the primer to paint, and it was a good night. 3 of my friends who I've known for 20 odd years, we met at a breastfeeding group, and I laughed so much that I snorted lime and soda out my nose. So yeah, you don't need to feel sorry for me. Good night all.
Good morning. Little John's looking a bit pudgy at the minute because he's got no eyeballs. So yeah, we've done his beard, his hat, his feet, and I just need to touch his face up. I still sound like this. I went to the pharmacy this morning because I'm on asthma medication, so I can't just buy like Lemsip over the counter without checking my meds, and I can't have anything exciting. So I'm on honey and lemon, and he said to me, I know it's a bit vintage, but Lucozade would be a good shout. I was like, vintage? I'm 46 and I had it when I was poorly, when I was a kid. Vintage? Jesus. Anyway, that's my... And then I come home and paint gnomes, so you may be right. So yeah, this is... I've had my Lucozade. I've had my homemade soup, and I'm now painting gnomes for the day. And this is how far I got with Big John. He needs some pants, trousers, depending on where you live. But he looks so much better. I didn't think he was savable, to be honest, but he looks so much better. So I'm quite pleased with him. And this is my day. Enjoy. Okay, we're getting there. Even though it's 2 hours since I did the last video, it's still a work in progress. My voice is going. Obviously, you get to a point where you've just got wet paint or tacky paint. Every time you touch it, you're lifting paint off, or you're putting paint on a different area. This bit at the bottom, I'm trying to sort of layer it up so that's not finished. I sound like I know what I'm doing. I have no idea. I'm not a painter at all. That's why I generally follow what colour they were originally, because I have no imagination and I have no skill in terms of getting depth on them. So what you see is what you get. I've got some acrylic pens, so I'm gonna pick out the mortar. Yeah, he needs his top painting. So this is gonna be like a bluey grey. That's what it was originally. That's his little hat. That's gonna be pale pink like it was. And his rod, I think I'm going to go with black, and I'll do that with acrylic pens. So yeah, he's looking really good actually. Still hasn't got any eyeballs, which is a bit strange. I've made an absolute mess because I'm not a very... Oh, this is Big John. He's looking all right as well. Not a very... Oh, I need to do this bit because... some of this was wet, so I couldn't match it. Yeah, I couldn't cut it in. Yeah, I'm not a very clean worker, so all the cloths are going in the washing machine, as are my trousers, just because I'm going to finish for today, because I am... Well, I'm just about to crack open the paints. Little John's been quite neglected. His hat needs a going over. Yeah, so I've got COVID. Cheap joy. But I don't need to isolate apparently, though I've felt pretty rubbish, so I haven't been anywhere. Little John's been neglected, and I've been doing macrame. But I had to stop that because when I combed them out, it made my chest bad. Makes me sound really crafty, and I'm really, really not. But anyway, so yeah, this is where we're at. He's all dry. Actually, his little base has dried much better. I'm going to have a go with these. I'm going to do his rod. Maybe touch up some of the bricks with these. I've never used these on my gnomes before. I've used them on some plant pots. I did for my granddaughter and step-granddaughter. And I'm also going to work on Big John. He needs his shoes doing, and I need to touch in remove his hat, because I can see that from where I sit on the sofa and it's driving me mad. So yeah, that's little John so far, and hopefully I need to do his shirt as well and his fish. Hopefully we will make some progress tonight. And this is the point where Sublime becomes ridiculous. Yeah, I've suddenly got a train spotting vibe added to the whole, in more ways than one, actually. If you remember the worst toilet in Scotland, vibe added to the whole gnome business. I've decided as well that from this point, because we're nearly there with him, and I'll give you a quick sneaky peek. I'm not going to show you anymore. I will do some progress videos, but you'll have to wait till you get in. Because I'm just touching up now, kind of going over things. So what I've done here is watered down some brown. You got another look at him there. To go back over the bucket, because I've put some seams in it, so it doesn't look so sharp. So yeah, I'll go back to my weird. I've run out of things to mix in, so I've picked up a spoon. It's very dodgy. Right, little John's packaged up, and I'm making a little box. This finding him a box that fits him has been the trickiest part of this whole thing. So I've now made my own box out of a Amazon box. Stay tuned. Right, he is ready to go. Just needs his postage label. And then I'll stick him in the, hello Bella. I'll stick him in the parcel box tomorrow. She's upset because I've moved her bed. Only because I've cleaned it. But you were on there. Go on. I'm there. Up, 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 up. Go on. I'm there. Oh, it's been a hard day. So yeah, I will post him off tomorrow. You should get him Monday, Tuesday. Bella, stop pushing the chair. Monday, Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. Oh, God, honestly, I need to give this dog some attention. I mean, how can you deny that? But little John will get sent home. He's looking forward to it.
All right, let's open him up. This is the first time I'm seeing him. She wouldn't let me see him towards the end. I saw the initial work that she was doing, but I didn't see the finished article. So I'm really, really excited to see what this looks like. But this is just why I love the internet. Like, what a baffling thing to happen. Someone has taken my gnome that I found that was completely destroyed in the back garden and has gone to all this effort to refinish it. We both had trouble finding boxes that fit, so this is built together. Okay, she's put all of this sort of stuff in there. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited, honestly. This is brilliant. Okay, so that's everything that's in there. I'll put these away because I'm going to get absolutely covered in them. Oh, I already am. Okay, right. It's the day we've all been waiting for. Oh, there's a black hair. That's Bella's hair. Oh, I see gold. I think she's painted the fish gold. Jane, you really did pack this well. I don't want to damage the paintwork that she's gone to. Oh my god, look at him. Look at all that detail. So she's, oh my god. We were umming and ahhing between painting him his original colours or not, but apparently this gnome is one that you painted yourself back in like the 70s. So I think she just went a bit crazy on the colours, but I think he looks brilliant. And then she's put on the bottom, King's Croft House, Little John 25. Oh my god, look at him. I love him so much. I actually can't describe how amazing he looks. So she went through, and I'll put like a side-by-side of the photo that I took, but she's fixed his nose and his hand, and I think a few other little bits and pieces that were totally rubbish before. So Oh my god, thank you so much, Jane. And once we have a garden that actually looks like anything to put him in, I will put him out there. But maybe I'll put him under the Acer tree for now, so that he can get pride of place when we're ready. But I don't really want him to get damaged by any of the work that gets done. I don't know. What a fantastic turn of events that is. If you ever want to do anything silly like this, I am more than open to it. Thank you, Jane. Thank you, Bella.